y'all, it's Fiza here. So this is my first attempt at the Teach Me How quest. So the Litmaster stated that the goal of this segment is to share teaching strategies that can help support students in content and/or disciplinary literacy. So the strategy I plan to share is actually a specific digital tool which has the versatility to teach disciplinary literacy for multiple subject areas. So this tool is actually Google Earth Tour Builder, which is a beta project that is run by Google Earth. So you have used Google Earth in the past if you had Jocelyn to create that Portrait of Place project, and you might have used Google Earth in other different settings, and Google Earth is of course linked to Google Maps. So Google Earth Tour Builder has kind of an interesting history. It was started at the end of 2013 and has evolved a lot over the past 2 years. So the initial creation of Tour Builder came about as an outreach project for veterans. And basically what the tool did is that it allowed veterans to make a geographic record of their military service. So they would kind of link the different places that they'd been to in their service. And then what they could do in the Tour Builder is that they could basically make a presentation with all the locations and then link videos, image, and text to these locations to kind of create a memory of those different places that were part of their military service. And so this was done to sort of create a legacy for the families of these veterans of the service that these men and women had given to their countries. But since that time, Tour Builder has made its way into the hands of lots of nonprofit organizations, private companies, and then also educational institutions. And so what I argue basically is that we can use this tool in our own classrooms to teach disciplinary literacy. And specifically, I'm going to make some suggestions for English literature, obviously, because I teach English, for history, because I minored in history, and environmental science, because one of my best teacher buddies teaches that at the high school. So I first heard of Tour Builder actually from a friend who works at an international nonprofit that works on anti-poverty issues in Bangladesh, which is actually where my parents are from. So I took a tour of their Defeating Global Poverty tour and basically got to get a close look at the different places where they are engaging in this social justice work, and what they're doing and who they're impacting and what their mission is. So it was a really, really cool tour. And so since then, I've been trying to figure out how to integrate that into my classroom. So to get started with Tour Builder, all you need is a Google account. And kind of the catch is that in order to fully enjoy your finished product or tours that were created by others, you need the Google Earth browser plugin, but it's really easy to download and it's compatible with most operating systems. And also, you can access and create tours using the Google Earth app, which you can get on your iPhone or iPad or Android. So I've downloaded that app, but I haven't actually used the app. I tend to use it more on my laptop. So once you're logged in, it's as easy as creating a Google presentation, but it's actually much neater and interactive and nuanced. So you just kind of drag and paste text and images and videos. So you add the title, a short introduction, a cover photo, and then you make your tour. And you can basically add locations ad infinitum, and for each stop on your tour, you can add the photos, videos, descriptions, and dates. So it's really neat because you get to look at places and spaces in real time, like physically what it looks like on the earth, and then you get to add these interactive photos and videos and text that you're writing to really enhance the experience of going place to place. So how do we teach disciplinary literacy with the Google Earth Tour Builder? So as we've talked about in our previous classes, disciplinary literacy really has to do with how you kind of read, write, and think in different subject areas. So history, a disciplinary skill, would be to read primary source documents like a historian. So you could do what I'm calling the historical conflict tour. And you could have your students create a tour of a specific war or conflict from history. You could have them research and corroborate multiple perspectives from different primary source documents on that conflict. And then their tour could include significant places and perspectives connected to the conflict. And then they could have appropriate images and videos and text to supplement their analysis of the documents and their portrayal of the conflict from different perspectives. So that would be an example for history. In English literature, you could do what I'm calling a personal narrative tour. So you could have your students create a tour of a personal story they've written or that they will write. And so the disciplinary skill in English literature would be to write a narrative like a published author. And so the tour should map out the significant places and spaces in the narrative that they are telling. And then the tour might include things like images, videos, and text to complement symbols, ideas, or events in the story. So you can physically take a tour of their story, like maybe they talk about a place that they used to live or the places that they, went in a day, what have you. And then they could complement where they physically were in the world with images and videos to enhance that experience of you experiencing their personal narrative through the tour. And then finally, environmental science. A disciplinary skill would be to research the environment like a science. So you could do the Help the Environment tour. And so that would be having your students create a tour of a specific geographic area connected to an environmental issue like deforestation or global warming or something, and have them conduct scientific research on this issue and create a tour to portray this issue and pose solutions for it. So the tour should map out the issue, like kind of show where the problems are. Is it an oil spill? Where are the trees being cut down? And then include research propositions to address it. So they'll be doing scientific research on the environment, looking at how the environment is physically impacted by looking at the places on Google Earth. And then the tour might include images, videos, and text to complement the case being made about the environmental issue that they are examining. So that kind of brings me to the end of the Teach Me How lesson. But if you wanted to learn a little bit more about Google Earth, you can watch this Earth Outreach video. I would play it for you, but I don't know if there's like a copyright thing if I play a video in my video. So you can just go to the link that I've left for you at the bottom, and it's just kind of this 2-minute tutorial that I hope will help you in using this tool to teach disciplinary literacy. Thanks for watching.